let's talk about another company I'm not really familiar with. I think you might know them a little bit more from the standards, and I think they're part of a larger company, but Q Labs. They announced a new larger distance transmitter. So similar to potentially the MPA 17 design that we've done and contributed to the Wireless Power Consortium's Qi standard. I think this does a greater distance. So what is the Q Lab solution, Jim? And is it a Qi certified transmitter? And how does it really stack up?
No, it's not Qi certified, so it hasn't gone through any sort of a standards process. But it is something that is essentially a Qi compatible, so it can charge Qi devices, and they say that they have a charge distance range of about 18 to 25 millimeters or so. So what's nice about that is that it's designed to go through a normal tabletop and charge something on the other side. Now they're basically part of the HANA Group, which is a South Korea large company. They have a branch in Ohio, but they are currently selling it. It's just over $100, I think. It's designed to handle about 5 watts or so, but they have they claim the ability to do up to about 9 watts full charging for something like an Apple Fast Charge. So it sounds like it is designed around the basic power protocol for the Qi standard, even though it's not Qi certified. When you go through the installation process, you kind of measure what your distance is, and they have a little switch where you can vary the distance depending on how thick the charge distance needs to be. And they've got a couple of caveats, like iPhone 12s don't work as well because of MagSafe. So it's still not perfect, but again, it's a new entrance and interesting.
Yeah. So in other episodes, we've certainly talked about the difference between being Qi certified and not, the safety, the interoperability, but it's certainly a great thing to be able to extend the distance. And maybe I missed it, but did you say that it's only 5 watts, or did you say that it can go up to more EPP levels like 15 watts?
It can't do 15 watts. They claim it has the ability to fast charge up to 9 watts.
Fast charge up to 9 watts. And
Yeah.
is that under one of the proprietary Samsung or Apple proprietary protocols, or is that under the more standard WC-like protocol?
No, it sounds like those would be more Apple or Samsung protocol to take the basic 5 watt standard and extend it a little bit for either Samsung or Apple. Normal or other types of Android phones that are basic 5 watt phones would only charge at 5 watts. It can't do the extended protocol. It needs to have two-way communication and added features for foreign object detection, which this won't have.
So to me, probably a step towards a potential solution, but it's probably missing too many fundamentally important safety and interoperability features to really be deployed into serious mass production products. I think that there's too much risk baked in. Does that sound pretty accurate?
Yeah, Qi certification is kind of the equivalent of UL approval for a lot of electronic components when we're talking about the wireless power, standard. There's a lot of stuff out there that just says it's Qi compatible because it winds up cutting corners one way or another. So it's not that it's unsafe, but you just don't know about it. And Qi certification says it had to do a certain amount of testing to be able to pass foreign object detection, so you're not heating up things unnecessarily. Everything else is just a claim and you're just not sure about it.